Be very brief. No, I won't. I just want to tell everybody here one very, very interesting note. As you may all know, I do run the carnival at St. Leo's. And I've done that for the last 21 years. And Kathy and George Donor decided that it would be fun this year to buy everybody that is here a Super 50-50 ticket. So we entered, Mo and Jenny and myself and Kathy and Rob. We wrote everybody's name on the ticket, and they're in the basket tonight. I think about 10:30 they'll pull it off, and they have, it just is your name, and it says winner, wedding, excuse me, and my cell phone number. So at 10:30 I'll listen to that cell number and we'll see what happens. So George and Kathy, thank you for your generosity.
I'll take that.
Now a little fairy tale. And I will tell you this true story where Father Kevin was kind of taking some liberties. 22 years ago, Ginny, myself, my sister-in-law Denise, and my mom were in Sanibel Island for Easter vacation. And we did go to Mass, and we were standing in Mass when Maureen pulled on my jacket and said, "Dad, I go to school with that boy over there." I said, "Maureen, we're in Florida. You don't go to school with that boy." "Yes, I do." The next day, we're at the pool, and 5 hellions come jumping into the pool. Oh yeah, that's 4, right? Jimmy was a little too young. And Mo says, "There he is again." I said, "Okay, I'm going to check this out." So with that, I walked up, and Kathy was coming to try to straighten her 3 or 4 little boys out. And I said, "By any chance, would you be from Middletown?" "Or from New Jersey?" And she goes, "Yes." And I said, "Middletown?" She goes, "Yes." And I said, "Don't tell me the kids go to St. Leo's." She goes, "Yes." So Mo was right. And that night, Kathy and George had us over to their condo. So 22 years ago at Easter, we had our first drink together, and we haven't stopped since. But as the fairy tale goes, time went on, and really Rob and Mo showed no real great love for or desire to even talk to one another, except that we did find a diary at one point when Maureen was in 4th grade. And the diary said, "When I get older, I'm going to marry Rob Donor. I'm going to go to Chapel Beach Club. And I'm going to live in Rumson." So Rob, you got your work cut out for you, buddy. So then again, as the years go by, we hear very, very little about Rob. Tolerance is probably the better word, but eventually Rob goes to BC, Mo goes to Villanova, and you know, they still see each other. I guess you did work at Chapel Beach as lifeguards during that time, but again, nothing really serious. And then finally they graduate, and Mo and Rob both wind up in Hoboken. And after about 2 or 3 years, Moboken, that's right, Moboken. After 2 or 3 years, I keep hearing Rob's name come up more and more and more. But there's no admission that they, are seeing one another. I must admit that at one point I finally said, "Are you going out with him or are you gay?" And with that, she goes, "Okay, I'm going out with him." So as only a fairy tale can end, they did go out with one another, mostly at Mulligan's Tavern in Moboken. But the story ends as best as it can. And as many of you might have seen, a lot of people said to me today, "Well, you're going to cry." and had no desire to cry. I was just extremely, extremely happy. And if you could have seen the smile, I'm sure that many of you did, the smile on my face. I just couldn't hope for anything more for my daughter than to marry Rob. They are so much in love with one another. They get along so well. And you heard my mother, my wife and myself couldn't be more pleased than to now have a German in our family. But of course there's a trade-off for George. He got Bill Montgomery. So just in a quick ending, I happened to have seen something the other day, and I thought this was a great introduction to a wedding. And it said, weddings. The beginning of a couple's life together as husband and wife marks an important turning point in each of their lives. But the event is also seen as having a happy impact on the rest of the society. A new family is created out of where moments earlier were two independent entities, and that's magic. The happy couple's passage through the portal to marriage life somehow reaffirms that all is right and all is good in this world. And that's my hope for you. Thank you. You got that.
Mr. Nelson, ladies and gentlemen, come on.